Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Wentz. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And that going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Trubisky. It's caught by OBJ. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
From the 41, Trubisky. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Off of play action, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Play action. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action. Trubisky steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is down to 4. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They go play action with Trubisky. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Darnold now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well,
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A 48-yard attempt.
And Suckup missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
2nd and 8 coming up.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd down, Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Play action. It's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
we have seen this be.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
On first down, it's Darnold. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold, he'll check this one off to Fournette. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Trubisky. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. That's complete. Mike Strong with it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. And that'll be taken in by Strong. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
70 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now he'll escape to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts add on to their lead.
So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. And now here's another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marquise Brown, 42 yards. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Darnold. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Witt's going to give this to Taylor.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Preston Smith able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
On the return is Hines. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
76 yards.
And the Colts have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.